Hello everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. This episode we're going to check out a piece actually from an unknown source. I do know it is a digital rendering. It appears to be from some type of video game. If you guys know the original source, email us at apolloartexchange@gmail.com. So in this episode we're going to talk about the Vaporwave aesthetic. We're going to talk about, say, the bonsai tree, the symbolism of that. We're going to talk about accent through placement and the incredible importance of kind of online or virtual entertainment. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, we're met with kind of a single statue set in this all-white tiled room here. And it is a very bright introduction. Of course, we have what appears to be light sources here, kind of some windows as well as a small light source as well. And also the pool all around our subject here. I believe this is a pool. It gives this incredible sense of energy as well. Of course, you have all of that texture and then the light which emits from the pool as well. And so we see this statue set in center here, and it's kind of this kind of bronze yellowish statue, and it's set in center, so it's always going to catch your attention. It feels like everything revolves around this center subject here, and it is accented through what we would call a dark on light contrast, so that kind of accents the form, defines the form, and certainly catches the eye for sure. And so with this in mind, it feels a very kind of low-key scene here. You know, it appears to be a very small room if this is what we're standing in. So very low-key, very kind of calm and tranquil scene. And that is quite common because if you're sitting next to a pool, it's going to feel tranquil. It's going to feel relaxing, kind of a recreational visual experience there. And so what I also noticed are two bonsai trees in the back there. So the bonsai tree is a pretty nice symbolism for kind of patience, tranquility, life. Of course, you have the Mother Nature theme inherent within that. And this is the closest image I could get to kind of referencing what that low poly rendering of a bonsai tree might look like. So you see the curve here, and you have the shrubs on top, as well as that base as well. So bonsai tree, really nice symbolism for, say, patience. We could definitely tie that to the room at hand. It feels a very calm, very tranquil scene, and you're sitting next to a pool, sitting next to a bonsai tree. You're certainly going to feel invited to kind of relax and unwind patiently. So certainly see some influence there for sure. And so I saw this piece, going through a lot of different hashtags. I saw it in the Vaporwave, I saw it in the glitch, I saw it in Dreamcore. There's a lot of different things that people are trying to attribute to this screenshot here. So what I saw is mainly Vaporwave, but you could definitely draw some kind of glitch art influences. And what I mean by that is glitch art really takes kind of retro, early internet feel or early digital Genesis feel in general, and takes that and kind of puts it within a medium of expression. So that does give kind of an unsettling visual experience here. If you're an older person, you might see this as kind of retro or nostalgic, but if you're a younger person, you might see this as kind of unsettling because you compare it to, say, the video games or things you know of now. Renderings are much higher resolution, so compared to this, it feels quite unsettling. So we also see item here appears to be hovering. I'm not sure exactly what video game this is from, but it almost appears like a early 2000s, maybe a sim game. I'm not too sure. I don't think there's guns in sim, but yeah, just a really nice work, certainly from at least the 2000s or maybe even late 1990s. It's hard to say for sure, but we see that kind of retro aesthetic here. And so what I also want to talk about is the root to the Vaporwave aesthetic as well. So Vaporwave is always trying to incorporate some early internet scenes, so we certainly see that within the work at hand. This is kind of an early video game that could be attributed to the Vaporwave aesthetic. And so the Vaporwave aesthetic has seen just an immense virality over the past, I would say, about 5 years or so. Even before that, Vaporwave really blew up. People love that kind of nostalgic mix of 80s, 90s, early internet culture, just some great art coming from that movement. And so with this in mind, I do believe this is from a video game. Of course, we saw that item there. It is a digital rendering, medium of expression, so it provides, of course, the older digital renderings do not feel as realistic, but all in all, it allows a kind of virtually simulated medium to express yourself in any way you want. So you can assemble different objects. So the artist who created this, for example, definitely assembled the statue in the center, maybe even sculpted the room or the bonsai tree around here, placed a single chair, placed two trees, maybe a vending machine and a TV, a poster. The digital rendering allows you to assemble this environment or assemble the set into any way you would like. So very important, and it even has kind of deceived people into believing that these are real places. So, but this one, I don't think it could do that. If you look at this work, you're not going to think it's real. It is kind of pixelated. It has that early 2000s kind of retro video game feel. So I don't think it will deceive anyone, but all in all, the digital rendering eventually became realistic. So with this in mind, we also see a simulacra. Simulacra means not a simulation, creating something that has never existed before. So a simulation is creating something that did exist, and a simulacra is creating something that has never existed. So we see this, for example, it is never existed, video game room. It is a very new creation, so we certainly see that for sure. And it's kind of strange because things like this, of course, it's lost to technology at the time as the digital rendering kind of evolves over time. It gets better, and then at the same time we kind of move on from that early internet, early video game retro feel. So hope you guys enjoyed today. If you guys know the original artist for here, go check out. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys know the original artist, shoot us an email. We'd love to kind of get this corrected and make sure we know who the original artist is or what video game this come from. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.